Does time really exist? This is a question that could completely change your perception of reality. Have you ever thought about it? What exactly is time? For most people, we tend to feel that time is everywhere. The sound of the alarm clock in the morning is a form of time. The years recorded in history books are time. Even the wrinkles on our parents' faces and the memories of our childhood, these are all traces left by time. But from the perspective of physics, all of this may just be an illusion. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, time isn't the independent entity we think it is. It's actually connected with space, forming a four-dimensional structure called space-time. And this structure isn't like the flowing river we imagine it to be. It's more like a completed 3D puzzle. The entire universe is like a movie that has already been filmed, with past scenes, current moments, and even future events all recorded in this space-time structure. Our consciousness is like a projector that can only play one frame at a time. The now we're experiencing is just one frame in the entire film. Scientists refer to this idea as the block universe theory, meaning the entire universe is static, and the time dimension already existing as a whole, rather than continuously flowing forward. But what about the changes we see over time, like the rising and setting of the sun? Aren't they real? Indeed, in our daily experience, time feels very real. However, scientists have revealed a mind-blowing fact. The flow of time is not absolute. It changes depending on your position and state. For example, near an extremely strong gravitational field, like near a black hole, because space-time is distorted, time flows much more slowly than on Earth. If you were standing on the edge of a black hole, it might feel like only a few minutes passed for you, while on the outside, thousands of years could have gone by. Similarly, if you were traveling at a speed close to the speed of light, say, in a superfast spaceship, you might only experience a few years, but when you return to Earth, centuries could have passed. It sounds like science fiction, but these conclusions have been verified in experiments. Speaking of this, I suddenly wondered, how did our ancestors figure out that one day in the sky equals 1 year on Earth? A direct example of time difference is actually found in the GPS navigation system we use every day. We know that GPS relies on satellite positioning, but you might not know that these satellites, while orbiting Earth, experience time differently, because they're farther from Earth, in a weaker gravitational field, and moving at high speeds. If scientists didn't make precise relativistic corrections to the satellite's clocks, our GPS would be off by more than 10 kilometers each day. In other words, we're able to use accurate maps because we've been correcting the time distortions in the universe, based on Einstein's theory. Let's look at this from another angle. Why does our brain perceive time passing? It has to do with a concept called entropy. In thermodynamics, entropy represents the degree of disorder in a system, and according to the second law of thermodynamics, the universe's entropy is always increasing. This means things only get more disordered. For example, when a cup shatters, the pieces don't spontaneously put themselves back together. Our perception of time is built around the direction of this entropy increase. When we remember the cup whole and then see it shattered, we say time has passed. But from the perspective of physical laws, aside from entropy, there's almost nothing that dictates that time can only move forward. In the quantum world, many fundamental laws are time-symmetric, meaning they don't care whether an event happens in reverse or forward order. Physicist Julian Barber has proposed an even more radical view. He argues that time isn't even a part of the universe, it's a story created by our brains. He suggests that the universe isn't a continuous timeline, but is made up of countless snapshots of the present. We're like flipping through a photo album, and every time we turn a page, we say, time has passed, but in reality, each page was already there, and we're just turning to it. Although this sounds a bit philosophical, it is indeed one of the key topics in modern physics. You might find these concepts difficult to imagine, So let's try thinking about it from a different perspective. If we were to compress the entire 13.8 billion year history of the universe into a single year, the Earth would form around March, and human civilization would appear on the evening of December 31st at 11 hours, 59 minutes and 50 seconds p.m. From the scale of the entire universe, human existence is just a fleeting moment, almost insignificant. So, when you look at the hands on a clock, how do you understand them now? Perhaps we're not really measuring the flow of time, but using a tool to mark the rhythm of a story we've created. If time truly is an illusion, it may be one of the most profound and necessary structures in the universe, because it allows us to connect the past, present, and future into a cohesive narrative. It helps our brains understand cause and effect, recognize what it means to grow, to age, and also gives us the courage to face the uncertainties of tomorrow. So, what do you think? Is time truly the fourth dimension that exists, or is it something humans created to make sense of the universe?